What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. So welcome to the third episode with the giant fake backdrop. Once in a while I just gotta do this so you know that it's fake. Because obviously this giant water... Can I even point? What if I just kept doing this? Slow down. This giant water bottle and the gigantic games. That's how you can tell it's not real. I really need to get this going backwards more. What if I just stayed... What if I was photographed in the backdrop? Just like this. Alright, where am I even going with this episode? Welcome, people, guys and gals, fans and non-fans. oh, by the way, the limited edition mugs are sold out, so this is the last one. So the first person that comments mug will not get one. I want to talk about an obscure console, because you always hear me joking about it, but it's something that is part of my, not really childhood, maybe adolescence. What is adolescence? Like when you're in your teens? I was like 19 when I bought this. I've kind of told the story before. It was something about I went to one of the department stores here, and I knew of, and let me just get down to it. Let me get down to the brass tacks. Not that type of brass tacks. I'm talking about the 3DO. Yes, the Panasonic 3DO to be exact. When that came out, I was reading about it in all the gaming magazines. It was really an obscure, but really sought after, like it was going to be the next big 32-bit system. And then I think from the research that I remember, because I didn't, you know how me, I'll never do anything. It's like talk off the cuff. I'm a one-hit, one-take pony, a one-hit wonder. What? None of that made sense. Remember when I talked about pony racing instead of horse racing? Or torse racing, where you take your torso and strap it to a horse and race with it. That is completely incorrect. Moving on. The 3DO, I remember my dad had just passed away. I was a teenager. Just not the greatest of moods, time. Just not the best time of my life. Just my mindset and everything. I don't know how it happened. I just remember going... Oh, there's that 3DO system that everybody talked about. And I remember seeing like on TV. Now, back in the day, I saw The Way of the Warrior, and I was like, oh, man, that's like digitized sprites, like, you know, like digitized real people animation. That's when everything was like this in fighting games. So I was like, man, that looks cooler than Mortal Kombat. It wasn't, but it was still fun. To this day, it's one of my favorites on 3DO. It's just nostalgia, more or less. And, so 3DO, I saw it on clearance. I think it was 99 bucks. I don't remember, 79 bucks. It was real cheap. And the games were all like 15 bucks. And they had some absolute gems. I got Need for Speed and Road Rash. And then did I get one other one? Well, then Way of the Warrior I think was my third. But I got Need for Speed and Road Rash. That was when I bought the system on clearance. And I was like, you know what? I just need to get my mind out of... just focus back to, and I need something to take my mind off of stuff, so I got it. And I do remember, I'm not going to go too deep on this story because people heard it a million times, but took it over to my aunt's house, and it was like my mom, my aunt, and like a couple people, or my cousins, couple people, just some random people came off the street, like, hey, you want to play the 3DO? No, but we were laughing because we were playing Need for Speed and constantly getting pulled over by the cops or flipping the car over, and then Road Rash, the funny animation, Soundgarden soundtrack and videos on that. But I was like, man, this is like a fun... Like, I enjoyed it because I got two of the better games. That's probably why, because Road Rash is considered the best Road Rash was on that system. It just played really well. And but anyways, 3DO just, to me, was just something... I don't know, it's something that's still kind of... It's still one of my favorite systems. I know it's a failed system. I know it wasn't... But I like it. I just like it. I can't help what I like, right? But, or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, so now, as far as my collection goes, how can I pull up my 3DO collection? when I don't have it, when it's all fake here. Hold on, I'm going to have to get it from over here. Over here? Over that way? This way? All right. Be right back. I'm working behind the banner. What's happening? Whoa! Oh, shit. You know, next time I put up a fake backdrop, I'm getting a better quality. All right, now that I've messed everything up, screwed up the fake backdrop, there's a weird glare on everything. The place is haunted. All right. There's a lot. I'll show you some of my favorites. I still have the boxes too, and it was the same place. If you ever seen some of my TurboGrafx stuff, what I talk about keeping boxes as a kid, but I ended up selling the games. A couple of these might actually have games in them still. They have all the things. But Primal Rage, great port, pretty much like Arcade. Pretty sweet game for 3DO. Off-World Interceptor. This might actually be in here. It is not that great of a game. Nope, that's just the manuals. Off-World Interceptor was like 4x4s on like a space planet. It was just really bad. I don't even know if it's like frame rate or whatever. It's just really strange. And then there was Slam and Jam 95 by Crystal Dynamics. A basketball game. It actually played pretty fun. It was just more of like a serious version of NBA Jam, but, well, not maybe a little bit more pixelated graphics, but they were, I don't even know how to explain it. Great game, Rebel Assault, which has been on multiple platforms, but Star Wars Rebel Assault. And one of my favorites on 3DO, because it was the better version, because PS1 had it too, but this one just looked a little bit better. Wow. This box has seen some better days, but it's not terrible. PO'd. Makes me PO'd that this is falling over every time I move it. And then, you can't talk about 3DO without some, well, there's a couple things. Dragon's Lair, which I had. Space. How would I just sell the disc on this? I'm just crazy. Space Ace, which was the cartoon, kind of like Dragon's Lair. And then, of course, the unofficial mascot, I guess, Gex, which was ended up going to multiple platforms and sequels. A decent version of Family Feud, but like the host wasn't. Was it Richard Duff? I don't even remember his name. Richard Duff. Now reporting from the studios, Richard Duff. Whatever happened to Richard Crocker? I know he went on leave. Anyways, yeah, do I still have Family Feud in here? I even sold that without the manual. What is my deal? I was in my 20s, whatever. Family Feud, but it was weird because it would be like, survey says. It would just be this weird random voiceover. It wasn't any of the people that ever hosted Family Feud. So I started rebuying some of these over the lockdown because I was just bored. Samurai Showdown, great Neo Geo port. Oh, that's a Wolfenstein. It's a burn CD. Phoenix 3, kind of a like a Contra-style platformer. I mean, better graphics, but it's, yeah, just really weird. Phoenix 3. I think the dude has a mullet, too. Oh, there's... Now PO'd is complete. Icebreaker. Really cool pyramid puzzle game. Soccer Kid. I think I got this as a pack-in, or it came with something. It might have come... No, I think it came in the action pack, which we'll get in a second. Yeah, just have the CD and the manual. Road Rash. I think this is the second one. I think I got 2 of those. There's my Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair. So awesome. Theme Park, which I thought was cool. That's the reason I rebought a 3DO, because I wanted to design my own park. I designed a whole park full of outhouses. And then I cut... And then no cleaning, so they got all... Anyways, you know how those are, like Sims, friggin' and Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's just funny. customers have to go to the bathroom. Then you remove them and then cut the entrance off. Way of the Warrior, Rob Zombie, fighting game. Creature Shock 2. Creature Shock Disc 1. This is the weirdest game, and I couldn't even get past half of the first level because the hit detection, and it's just so terrible. But the game just looks so much like it'd be so much fun, but the controls are awful. Johnny Bazooka Tone. And then I also had like the light gun pack with all the Mad Dog McCrees and the big orange light gun that's $1 million now. And unfortunately, sold it all back in the day. Now I got this action pack one time on clearance as well. This had some really good games. Soccer Kid was one of them that was in here. Shanghai Triple Threat, Dragon's Lair was in here, and then they had Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Slayer, which I remember these mushroom monsters that were real creepy. Yeah, they just like they sold like packs. Isn't that funny? But as a collector, you know, I just still have all of these boxes. I still have the manuals for like Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Look at this. It's like in perfect shape. Maybe I should redo all these. What is this one? Shanghai Triple Threat. Anyways, I don't want this thing to go on so long. I just thought I'd mention a few things about 3DO. I like it because it was weird, and once again, it seemed to be the underdog, and I just love going for the underdog. And the cool thing that was neat about 3DO is that it really, it's people either just go, that's just awful, or they go, oh, I love that 3DO. And I'm kind of in between. I know it was awful, but I wanted it anyways. And I don't think I'll ever sell mine now. Now they got one. I actually got a wireless controller set up. Yep, they made wireless controllers. Isn't that crazy? And to this day, I still do some Road Rash and some Theme Park. A little bit of Phoenix 3. So many games were just awful. Like, it was just nothing but just pixelated grids of crap. A lot of first-person stuff that if it was done, that you can't even, the frame rates are so bad, I think they're like 2, maybe 1.5. It was just so, you couldn't tell which way you were going. Everything was so pixelated. You come against a wall. It was so terrible. So all the games you're like, oh, that sounds cool, was awful. They also had a great soccer game, which I don't have anymore. I need to get again. But anyways, just thought I'd talk about the most obscure system ever. Not the most ever, but it's pretty terrible. But one of my favorites, the 3DO. I got the Panasonic version. That's the one that seems to hold up best. There is a top-loading version of that too. I got the original. Did you ever own a 3D? I'm trying to say it with a straight face. Wow, 3DO action today, right, folks? Best episode ever. Did you ever own a 3DO? What games did you like? Can you suggest some games? There was a lot of imported weird crap too, like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, and then they had like some weird adult titles that were just awful, and it was mostly just like full motion video of. They tried everything. It's just nobody wanted to make games for them, and their price coming out, I think, wasn't it originally $1,200 to $799, and then it went down to like $499, and then, as you see, I got it at about $99. So, and then it was kind of worth it, you know. You got to remember, this was the 1994, 95 kind of era. What were they thinking? They were going to make a second console called the M2. I was like, I'll buy that, because I was just already had the 3DO. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this ridiculous, silly system. Please like, please subscribe. Only a few more days I have in the backdrop. I gotta stop doing this. This just looks weird. What if I started flying away? I'm gonna get out of here before it gets weirder. We'll see you in the next one. Stupid thing. It's a party up in here, 3DO.